We're tired of just hearing from adults. Pointless, boring, anti-bully, believe in yourself, if I can do it, you can do it too speakers. And then one day a speaker came to my school, and just like you, I walked in the room, walked into the auditorium, I looked up at the board, and I thought to myself, here goes another one of those pointless, boring, anti-bully, believe in yourself, if I can do it, you can do it too speakers. Show of hands, how many of y'all thought something like that when you walked in here today? Just be honest with me. Amen, he said, amen. All right, if you had your hand up, look, I was just like you, I feel you. I remember sitting out in the crowd looking at this adult up on stage thinking to myself, there's no way that this man's gonna be able to relate to anything that I got going on in my life. I had different pressures than the adults in my time. I came from a generation of kids that was the first generation that had cell phones and social media at a really young age. So I knew for a fact that my mom and dad didn't know what it was like to grow up connected to everything. I knew for a fact they didn't know what it was like to grow up comparing their lives to Instagram, Facebook, filtered TikTok lives. I knew for a fact. So I'm sitting out in the crowd and I'm thinking, this dude is 20 years plus older than me is not gonna be able to relate to me. But then ironically, the very first thing he said when he got up on stage, he goes, if you're sitting out there right now, you think this is boring, unrelatable, or something you've seen before, then I want you to come up to me afterwards and tell me how to fix it. I went up afterwards, I said, hey, look, man, we're tired of just hearing from adults. I said, how cool would it be if you gave students an opportunity to tell their stories for themselves? I thought he was gonna do what most adults did at that time and say that I was just a kid, but he didn't. He actually listened and he gave me an opportunity. He gave me a job. 15 years old, I started traveling the country as a student, speaking to students, and I've been in over 1,000 schools across the country, and I give that opportunity everywhere that I go. I started my own program that I call the Culture Shift Tour. It's all about you, and I'm here today to ask you, what's the problem? What's the challenges? And what do you think are the solutions?